Involved black fathers piss people off, and I know why. Go ahead and follow this page because I'm about to break something down. Black fathers like Deion Sanders, LeVar Ball, and even LeBron James are often resented by sports organization, sports media, and also people who give endorsement deals. And here's why. They hated Deion Sanders because he was so good and they couldn't do anything about it. For LeVar Ball, they hated his pride in his sons. They saw that as arrogance instead of seeing it as support. And now LeBron James, they hate him because they believe he paved a way for Bronny that Bronny didn't deserve. But let's get beyond the personality conflicts and talk about what's really at stake here and what's really going on. People don't like black fathers being involved because they know when a black father is involved, you can't take advantage of their son or their child like you could if the black father wasn't involved.
Hey, she's speaking facts. Deion Sanders, LeVar Ball, LeBron James are all fathers that all black fathers should be looking up to as far as this is what happens when the father is home and is in charge of their kids. Deion Sanders, look what the sons that he created. Shador Sanders, his other two sons, he and his daughter. He values himself being a great man for his kids. And a lot of people have a problem with that. LeVar Ball, we all know, outspoken. I feel like LeVar Ball took on the role of villain so his kids wouldn't be the villain. And he put his kids, all of his kids are successful. Hey, even Jello is a successful rapper. Then you got LeBron James. Everybody was so mad at him because Bronny got drafted and called him all type of names and said Bronny shouldn't be there. I don't care, bro. My son gonna be on the team with me because this happens in corporate America all the time. But it's different when a black man does it and say, oh, he took an opportunity. I don't care what y'all think. My son gonna be on this team. I'm gonna use my power to push my son ahead. But people say it's a problem for a black man to do it, but everybody else does it in their corporations and their companies. Everybody's scared of a black dad because, like she said, you can't take advantage of my child if I'm there. Venus and Serena's dad marked him out as the villain. They said he crazy. He's protecting his daughters. So why do we have a problem with the black man being there? Because the black man being there shows that there's strength in the family. It shows that there's a patriarchy. It shows that the man is in charge and you can't come in there with anything, promise them whatever, because I've already given them the love and the smarts and the ability to understand that these people ain't here for you. This is why they want black kids in sports, but they love the black kids that don't have a father. They push those kids forward. It's because they can be easily manipulated. It's easy to manipulate the woman by giving her stuff. But there are some strong black women out there. I would definitely say Lamar Jackson's mom was very strong. I believe that she's his agent. I believe, not 100% sure. But they scared when there's a black man there. They're scared when there's a nuclear family there. They don't know what to do with it. I can't use him. I can't give him the things that he never grew up with. I can't give him a little fake love and a fake attention because he already got that from his father or she already got that from his father. We can't manipulate them, so now we got to come correct. They don't want the black kid to have a nuclear family in sports. I love sports. I love NBA. I love NFL. I love it all. But what is being pushed forward? They're pushing forward the kid or the guy or the athlete that doesn't have the father involved. Why is that? Because the black father shows strength, unity. The black father shows protection. You have to talk to me first before you talk to my kids. They don't want that. They want to go straight to the athlete or straight to the mama because they know they can manipulate. I love the fact that LeVar Ball, everything that he did for his sons. He got two sons in the NBA, and his son Jello is a famous rapper. They all making money. I love what Deion Sanders did. Kept it straight up with them. He took the blunt of all the pressure and let his kids be able to grow and be successful in their own individual ways. I love what LeBron did for his son. Nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me different. If I'm in the NBA and I'm LeBron James and my kid is coming up for the draft, you're going to draft them. I'm going to use my power. This happens in corporate America all the time. So why can't LeBron do this? Why did people have a problem with this? Why did they say this was messed up? It's idiotic.
You can't give them the slave deal. You can't misrepresent them. You can't steal from them because their father has already been around that block twice.
Exactly.
So now the real issue as to why you don't like black fathers being involved, because it takes away your power. And to that I say, for every black player who has ever been misrepresented and robbed, I love Bronny James in the NBA. I love it for him and I love it for us. For all the hate that Shador Sanders is getting because of his father and not because of anything that he has actually done, I love what he was able to do in playing the Raiders. You can't deny his talent. To the black fathers out there, I say, stay involved in your kids' lives, whether they play sports or if they don't, whether they're boys or they're girls, whether they came by accident or intended. You guys make a difference.
I love this. When we just go back into history and we say the black families, they had the nuclear family, 75 to 80% of the families had their father in it, or black families, right? And then the black families stopped being nuclear. They took out the man. They replaced the man with the government, right? Because the government can give them money, housing, everything, so the man decreased in his value, correct? Why do they do that? Why do they want to make sure that they can still take care of the kids and the women? Because the kids and the women are easily manipulated. You can't manipulate a man that has experience with all this stuff. He already knows the tricks, the games, and everything that's going to come up. But you can manipulate a woman. What do you mean? Well, the government's been manipulating, especially black women, for years, ever since the introduction of SNAP benefits. They've been manipulating women with being able to give you food for not having a man there. Women get manipulated easy by a bag, by a Gucci bag, by a nice ring. You still get manipulated, just in different ways, different costs. Kids, how are you going to manipulate? Oh, we're going to show the kid attention because he's good at this sport, because the father's not there to say, good job, and warn him of the devils that come out when you are a good athlete. Kids and women are the number one and number two spenders in the United States, but they're the number one, number two people that can be easily manipulated. You can't manipulate a man that's been around the block. You can't manipulate a man that sees everything and has wisdom. That's the reason why they removed the black man from the household. They made him unimportant because we're taking care of everything of you, because we're taking care of the people that can be easily manipulated. Okay, we pay for everything, but they make it to the NBA. We'll have this agent that's not black talk to him and make him feel good about himself. Or we have this coach making millions and millions of dollars off of him in college. Just say, you're a good player, son. I treat you like a son. They never heard those words because the father's not in the home. So that's how they get manipulated. That's why they vilify the black man, the black father being around his kids and saying, no, you can't talk to my kids like that. You can't ask my kids those questions. Oh, well, he's being mean. Well, no, you know what? You could talk to me. I'll be the villain then. That's what I love about Deion Sanders and LeVar Ball. We know LeBron can't really do that because he's LeBron. Deion and LeVar took on the villain role head on. They knew that the people that's talking to me gonna hate on me, so I'm gonna flip it on them. LeVar Ball needs to be studied. Deion Sanders needs to be studied. They were used to being in the flame. They were used to being the villain, so they flipped it on people to protect their kids. Because you're not gonna make my kids the villain. I'll be the villain. I'll take it. I've been around this block multiple times. I know how y'all gonna act. So I'm gonna give it back to you, but call me the villain. But just don't call my kids the villain. As fathers, that's what we need to do, because that's how we are being protectors. I'll take the villain role. I'll take it. As long as my kids ain't being the villain, because you won't get to my kids, because I'm gonna be the one that give you all the headlines. So you ain't gonna mess with my kids, because I'm the headline maker. It needs to be studied. I love it. They sacrifice who they are, or they sacrifice their trying to be great and try to be perfect to protect their kids. But in actuality, that put more money in their pockets because they were comfortable being a villain. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. But as always, we're going to keep this thing rocking.